6 complete game this season? Pretty close?
It's hard for me. I mean, I'd have to think back to some of the games. I thought we played some pretty good games, but it was certainly a complete game. I thought we did a really good job through the 60 minutes. I was, I would say the first was really good. The second was fine. I thought the third, outside of the penalties, we did a really good job. Came out in the third and kind of played the way you have to play to, to kind of grind away wins. So it was the type of hockey I think that leads to success. So we just keep building off it.
Did you see a direct correlation from some of the defensive things you reviewed the past few days?
I'll give this team a lot of credit that when we kind of either practice stuff or go through stuff on video, they have done an excellent job of applying it. It doesn't mean that at some point it doesn't leak out of your game, and that's the issue at times with, not practicing and getting tired and stuff like that. But I will say they apply it, and I thought we gapped. I thought our gaps were the best of the year, to be honest with you. Whether it was in our neutral zone forecheck or on our track, something that we had talked about. I thought we defended pretty well. I thought we, stopped on pucks, we angled. We did those things better for sure. We've done it at other times through the year too, but we kind of refocused yesterday. I thought we did a good job with it.
Are you surprised how much Louis Crevier has become? I guess a rotation player and what he's become for this team this season?
It's a good question. Going into the year, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you. I know I sat on the other bench last year and was like, wow, is that guy big? But I didn't know him other than that as a player. And I think Louis' confidence is really growing. And I think as confidence grows, he's just becoming a better and better player. He's 6 foot, whatever, 8 or 7. He skates well. He's got good hands. He can shoot a puck. Those are all attributes that lead to a pretty good player. And I think he's developing into a good piece for us in front of our eyes.
With the weight.
Hand passes are kind of a hot topic right now. What did you think on the replay?
That one was probably pretty easy based on the way the rule is, and it was pretty. As soon as I saw it, I knew we were. I was hoping as Docker was trying to touch it, he touched it, but I knew that was going to be called back.
With how Shesterkin played in the first period, how big was it to score the first goal?
Yeah, no, it's big, and he's an intimidating goaltender because when he gets on a roll, it's hard to score against him, and he's obviously been one of the best goalies in the league over the last number of years, and I thought that chance that Berkey had in the first is kind of what you need to do. You need to shoot and kind of get into those rebound situations. But so us to be able to kind of score the shorty, and then Connor's goal was a really, really good kind of play by Berkey and a great finish, and then in the end you find a way to score that third one. That's a big one, obviously. That makes it. It doesn't put it out of reach by any stretch, but it makes it a way bigger climb for them.
How did you think the defensive group fared as a whole with 6 in the lineup tonight?
I think they did a good job. I think they've had nights where they did a good job of 7, and they did nights where and tonight they did a good job of 6. I don't think it's necessarily whether we dress 6 or 7. It's how each guy plays, and I thought tonight, there's certainly benefits both ways. I get all that. I get all the arguments. At the end of the day, you got to go out and do a good job within the minutes that you get. And I thought all our guys, as a whole, I actually thought our decor was very good. To be honest with you, I thought they played very good tonight.
To expand on that, could you just discuss your thought process with the new adjusted defensive pairings now that the 6?
Yeah, Vlas and Crev have done, when they've kind of probably played their best, they've had a specific role to match up against the other team's best, and the other team's top line. So they were matched up against Panarin's line all night with Zibanejad, and so that's a challenge that I think they've accepted very well, and they're so long, and it's just really, really, really hard to play against. I thought, Kais and Lefshinov have played a lot together, but we just thought maybe a little switch with those guys. Grizz kind of a little more veteran presence with Grizz and Lefshinov, and a little more veteran presence with Murph with Kais, and so it seemed to work out well, and I thought all 6 played well.
Thoughts on Matt Grzelcyk on the second power play unit?
I think he does a good job there. Like he had, I think 39 points running the power play in Pittsburgh last year is one of the top. They had a good power play last year, so he's certainly capable of it for sure. He does a really good job of making the right play at the right time, and we didn't have any success on the power play tonight. That would have been a sore spot probably for us, but he'll do a good job on it.
With another back-to-back coming up on Friday and Saturday, what do you want to take? What do you want the team to take from last weekend.
Don't repeat whatever we did last week. Whatever we did on that day, don't do that. We'll have to we'll look at it as a staff. Like, first off, our focus is going into St. Louis and playing a team that's played pretty well overall in the last little bit. And then coming back here, we're going to have to really kind of talk about how you play to be successful. And this is part of the learning process with our group, young and old. And so we'll talk about that and then hopefully find a better kind of effort than we've had in our back-to-back so far, because we have a lot coming, and it's just the reality of the league, and so we got to be able to handle it.
Frank seems to be a bit snake-bitten as far as scoring goes this season. Do you say anything to him after the breakaway went the way that it went?
Honestly, I thought Frank Nazar was as good as he's played probably all. I thought he was excellent tonight, to be honest with you. And I look at process. I look at things like being over the puck and being strong on the puck and having those opportunities to make plays and using his speed. And yes, there's been nights where maybe in St. Louis he was flashier, but I thought for the things that it's going to take for Frank to be a really, really big time difference maker, he was excellent tonight. So yes, is it frustrating when you're not scoring? Yes. Our job as a coaching staff is to keep him focused on process, because points come and go. I've seen it all the time, and he'll get his points if he plays like that on a consistent basis.
To you, they have to bounce back from last weekend.
I don't know. It was really, honestly, like, everyone's always like, "Oh, bounce back." It's not really a bounce back for me. It's just another day. I don't know. It's just, you're gonna have games where that happens. I actually really liked my game in LA. So you can't really, overanalyze it. And just take what you can out of the game and just move on. I mean, every game's a new game, so if you just have that mindset, that's how I approach it. So it was just, I think the guys honestly played amazing, so it was good.
This was a collective group, a team effort, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very much so. I think the guys were tremendous in taking away space, reloading, maybe a few big blocks, and I think that's just how we're learning. That's how just that game, come to the rink the next day ready to go, and I thought that's what we did well.
What does it mean for you to have your second shutout?
I don't know. It's kind of like, I'm just happy to win. I don't know. I'm not really. I think it's more a testament to the team than a goal. I think that's honestly something people should start looking at. That's a team win. That's not, the team gets a shutout. It's not me. It's everyone really. So for me to take that as the credit for that is, I don't think I wouldn't be right. It's definitely a team thing.
Spencer, what's the best thing they did in front of you tonight?
I thought they reloaded really well. Like, the forwards got back and the D had really good gaps. And that really what it does is take away time and space. So I thought, I'm not like, honestly, I don't know much about players, what they do in systems, but that's what I saw.
When you've got another goalie like Shesterkin on the other side, does that give you any extra juice going into a game like this?
I think he's probably one of the best, right? Obviously, he's unbelievable. I just approach my game, just the same regardless, right? But it's cool. It's cool to play against those guys and see them in person, right? So it's definitely one of the best goalies in the league for sure.
With another back-to-back coming up this weekend, is there anything you guys took from last weekend that you want to take into this next one?
Yeah, I think we're learning how to play in those situations where it's, obviously back-to-back, not ideal. As a young team, we're just going to work hard and just stick to the game, and obviously the coaches come up with game plans and all that, and they do a great job at that. So, just being a young team, you just keep learning and building. So just taking all the experience you can and just keep building.
Thank you. Take us to the goal.
It was pretty fun. I was a little bit mad at first because I thought I could have had an easier breakaway, like the puck was right there. So I kind of just turned around and Grizz made me a nice pass, and it was. I don't get too many looks like this, but it was a fun one.
Is that the best game of the season for you all?
Pretty close. It's. I mean, we've had some good games, but it's for sure up there. I think we played we played a complete 60. I think it was, it wasn't perfect, but I mean, compared to the last 2 games, it was a different level.
So it's important to bounce back after last weekend.
Yeah, of course, especially here, in front of our fans. I mean, even 2 games in a row where we get not a good game. It's not enough. So no, we were ready, and we had a good result.
How did you feel with only the 6 defensemen tonight?
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, maybe one time we were like, it's adjustment, right? You gotta, you're playing more, you get more responsibility. So, but I thought honestly it went well. We, especially as the game went on, we just kind of, even though we didn't play 6D a lot this year, we've been playing 6D most of our time in hockey. So, we got used to it.
What do you see from Spencer Knight playing in front of him?
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's just calm. It's pressuring having a goalie that calm, and just you'll see him today. He's just doesn't feel like he's played a full game. So no, he's really good, and he talks to the D squad too. So it makes it easier for us to make plays.
How does this even temperament help you guys?
Sorry?
How does this even? He's got very even temperament.
Yeah, well, when you have a goalie that's it's calm, you kind of you look back and it doesn't seem to bother him too much. So it's good for us. I think it's he's one of the best in the league for a reason. So it's cool to play with him.
Complete games for you guys this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think all starts with a mindset switch. I think being committed to playing defense, and then obviously we have the skill and speed to take over going the other way. So I thought guys came ready to play right from the drop of the puck tonight, and obviously when we needed him, Nighter was great as he always is. So.
Did you know Louis Crevier had those hands on him?
Yeah, we all see it in practice, and he got one. I think the last shift we all wanted him to wind up, take the clapper, but he's pretty respectful there.
How much did yesterday help you guys reset for today?
No, it was great. I think obviously tough video to watch coming out of those 2 games, but it's necessary at the same time, and I think we've done well bouncing back when we need to, showing maturity that way, and especially the young guys. I thought they did a great job tonight. Frank in particular, really skating, moving his legs in the D zone, and coming to the neutral zone with a ton of speed. And I know as a defenseman that's really hard to play against. So our forwards as a unit did a great job.
How about what Spencer's been doing in the net?
Yeah, it's so special. I mean, we see it. Probably give him a few too many grade A looks, but he's always there to bail us out, and he just has such a calm presence. Great at playing the puck too. So no holes in his game right now. It's fun to see him on a roll like this.
How do you feel with only the 6 defensemen for the first time in a while?
Yeah, it's a little bit of an adjustment. I think good thing is we've all played with each other, and we all kind of have a little bit of chemistry being out there in different situations. So I think within a game, maybe sometimes it can be a little bit better just reading off each other and having a little bit more communication, coming to the bench, things like that. So I think as a D-core, it's probably one of our better games, just using our feet to our advantage and gapping up, and yeah, it was fun to see.